Intro, dramatic, attention-grabbing. Imagine this. A surprise U.S. military raid in the dead of night, elite forces swooping into a foreign capital, and a sitting foreign president suddenly hauled back to the United States to face trial. And then, just days later, the United States Senate rises up in a rare and dramatic political showdown to challenge the commander-in-chief. Today we're diving into one of the most explosive political stories of 2026, the U.S. Senate's stunning bipartisan vote to advance a war powers resolution aimed at limiting former President Donald Trump's ability to conduct further military action against Venezuela without Congress's approval. This isn't just politics, it's history unfolding. Reuters. Main story, building tension and context. Earlier this month, U.S. forces launched a bold military operation in Caracas that shocked the world. In what the Pentagon quietly dubbed Operation Absolute Resolve, American special operators and aircraft conducted a lightning-fast raid, capturing Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro and flying him to New York to face charges linked to narco-terrorism. It was a mission that would ignite international controversy and divide Washington. New York Post +1. Almost immediately, lawmakers erupted. How could this happen without congressional approval? Did the White House overstep its constitutional authority? Those questions spiraled into one of the most consequential votes of the new year. On Thursday, the Senate took up a war powers resolution designed to rein in further military actions against Venezuela. In a razor-thin 52-47 vote, all Senate Democrats and 5 Republicans, Rand Paul, Susan Collins, Lisa Murkowski, Todd Young, and Josh Hawley, broke ranks with their party to advance the measure. Reuters. This vote doesn't make history because it will become law. In fact, it faces long odds, especially in a Republican-controlled House and with a likely presidential veto looming, but it does make history because it's a rare bipartisan rebuke of unilateral executive military action. AP News. Public reactions, emotional and relatable. Across the country, reactions poured in. Supporters of the resolution say this moment is about upholding the Constitution, ensuring that no president, no matter how powerful, can send troops into harm's way without Congress's voice. Many Americans, still haunted by decades of overseas conflicts, see this as a necessary check on executive power. Critics, including most Republican senators, argue that the president needs flexibility to protect national security and pursue rogue regimes that threaten American interests. On social media, the debate erupted. Some called it a long overdue assertion of congressional authority. Others warned it could hamper decisive action in the face of real threats. And for Venezuelans, both in exile and inside the country, emotions have been equally intense, with some celebrating the end of Maduro's regime and others fearing what comes next for their homeland. Reddit. Emotional moment, stakes and reflection. Pause for a second and think about this. A sitting president is captured in a foreign capital by U.S. forces. Civilians are killed. International law questions swirl. And back home, lawmakers are scrambling to define the future of American military engagement. This is a moment that transcends party lines. It's about the essence of American democracy, the tug-of-war between the presidency and Congress, between decisive action and constitutional restraint. It's a battle that reaches into the heart of how the United States chooses to wield its power on the world stage. Reuters. Conclusion, forward-looking and engaging. So what happens next? The resolution now heads to the House of Representatives, where its fate is far from certain. Even if it were to pass there, a presidential veto is expected, and overriding that would require a supermajority in both chambers. But even in defeat, this vote sends a powerful message, one that lawmakers and historians will be talking about for years. It signals a growing unease on Capitol Hill with unchecked military power and raises a fundamental question: who decides when America goes to war? And that, more than anything, is the story that will keep this debate alive, long after this video ends.